Mill oil. I don't know how often, I don't see this too much anymore. I think the manufacturers are pretty good anymore. This came again from Beaulieu. And it's a terrible picture. You'll never be able to get the contrast right on it. It came in looking like this. It's obviously a 100% olefin berber. Berber loves oil, doesn't it? It's the only fiber that floats in water. When they make the carpet, in the tufting machine, backing is going through there, the needles are doing this, and it keeps on moving and so forth. You have friction, which requires what? Lube. You also have a cam device up here, a power takeoff device for something like 100 needles. Do they lubricate them? Yes, it's kind of like the old-fashioned universal joint on the rear drive cars, like his Firebird. He's happy he just bought a Firebird. Straight stick. He still doesn't quite have that figured out. But all teenagers should have Firebird or Camaro or something like that, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Of course. Kind of like one of my college friends when I was in college. He had an Austin Healey MK3000, which is a monster car. It was about 75% engine, and he had me. He wanted me to move it out of the parking place one day. He gave me the keys, and I asked him, because it had been raining and the top was down. I said, "Don't you put the top?" He said, "I never put the top up down." He said, "Here's the deal. One day it rained like crazy, and I opened the door and water came out." He said, "Enough of this. I drilled some holes in the floor so that I never have to put the top up." That works. But anyhow, back to this. It's lubricated. Well, Olefin loves lubrication. The problem is it goes through quality control and they do not see this lubrication. It's invisible. So they think everything is fine. They install it, and then as people walk on it, it starts attracting soil, and it's always these straight lines like this. It's like I said, it's a terrible picture. What I did, I took this piece, I taped it down out there where we have heavy traffic. The next day it was starting to look like this, almost immediately. Why the straight lines? Because this needle is leaking. And this needle over here is leaking, and it's going like this, so it makes straight lines. That's very obvious. TLS 2000 plus energy extracted twice, and then ARA applied. This is a tire mark. You're not going to ask me why? Well, I cleaned it out in the warehouse. Van came in and I'm waving stop, 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 which I think must have meant accelerate, and rolls right over it.
You probably said, "Oh, that's just Don, don't worry about it."
So in a situation like that, Don, wouldn't you have them contact the installer and that's a warranty issue from the factory?
Oh, you haven't heard the whole story on this piece. Okay, how about an entire shipload sent to Colombia? Then they discover the problem. It's not been laid down yet. Here's what they had to do. They rented an empty warehouse. They bought a machine from us, and everything that I told them would work. They hired one of our cleaners in Dalton, Georgia, sent him down there for a week. He spent a week in an empty warehouse cleaning carpet.
And the shoulders were killing him afterwards, right?
Yeah, they paid him good. Yeah. My only concern was, because that's the drug capital of the world, was, but he came out well on that job.
You have to, that 2000, is that a plush that it was on?
Huh?
Plush carpet?
No, this is commercial grade berber.
What if it was on a plush?
Yeah, okay, if this was on a residential carpet, no. If it's on a residential carpet, I'm going to have to use preface mixed with energy. Or, if I want to avoid the warranty, I'll use TLS 2000.
Can you neutralize that with brown out?
Yeah, I can do a brown out flush, but I still avoided the worm. In this case, this was a mill job. They didn't care what we did as long as we got it out. Hey, that's all. Do we have any questions about, before we leave this category, about oily materials?